Okay, good idea.
They just go with the flow. It's the Hershey and Keegs Show.
Welcome to Hershey and the Keegs Show, starring pitcher Mark Hirschman and his personal catcher, Mike Keegan. Every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live from the Governor's Comedy Club radio studio. Thanks so much for listening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday night, 9 p.m. You know what that means, right? It's time to tip your caps and wiggle your flaps.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a party. We're back.
Let's wiggle our flaps together, Mikey.
Oh, it's been a week, and we'll wiggle our flaps together.
It's been a week, but we're here.
Yeah.
And it's fucking cold as shit outside.
It's freezing.
Really cold.
The kids say brick.
It's brick, as the young kids say. But we're here because there's no elements that are going to stop us from giving the people what they want.
Rain, sleet, snow, the dark of night. We're here.
Nothing. And all those things are happening now, but we said we're going for it because people are waiting for us.
What are you people going to do without us?
People need us. People need us. How's everything, guys? Everyone's doing okay? I know you guys had the big governor's holiday party last night.
Everyone was asking for you, Mark. No, they weren't.
I missed it by just, you know what it was?
Because I know you live so far away.
I got my times thrown off.
You live closer to Governor's than anybody in the building last night.
Yeah.
You weren't there.
I got my times off, and I was like, hey, but was it fun? Did you guys have
between 7 p.m. and 2 a.m.?
Did you have some laughs?
It was fun. We had a lot of laughs. We had a good time. Yeah, it's good food, good
little
drinks.
Nosh.
Little nosh. They had some nice food out for us. They always do it right here.
Yeah.
James and Joe and
the whole gang.
And Ange and
they're very generous. They're very good people.
Here, right?
Joe's here. He might have left by the time you got here though.
I missed him.
Yeah.
Well, you came when the party was pretty much cleared out. I heard. Is that true?
I think I cleared it out.
Tony cleared it out.
Yes.
I made out with him.
So you had a good time. I saw that you've been busy. You were you went to a Broadway show with Juliana or
Little
something.
Muskrat. Yeah, we went to go see Aladdin.
Wow, you are.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
You're just a good person, Mikey.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Salt of the earth, they call me.
So you went to see Aladdin.
Ooh, what a show. It was good. Have you ever seen it?
I've never seen anything.
It was really good.
The last show I saw was a Little Shop of Horrors in 1979 with my parents. Yeah.
I did very rarely go to Broadway. It was really good, though. They have a black genie.
Oh, really?
Who was actually good, even though he was not even though, like, because they're talented people, but like. I don't know where I'm going with this.
There's people that are just tuning in. Can you at least wait a little bit?
No, they're very talented people. They could sing. They could dance.
Why? We're not saying they're just regular people like everybody else.
He's a gay black, a homosexual.
Oh, a homosexual. Okay, gotcha.
But he was phenomenal. The genie was great. The guy that played Aladdin was like an Arab kind of guy.
Well, that goes with the territory.
I know. Usually, they don't try to typecast them.
Yeah.
But, that was good. What a show. We had a great time. Juliana was super into it. Like, she even asked, like, after we left, could we go to another Broadway show soon?
Sure. Daddy Mikey's got tons of money.
They're cheap. Yeah.
Daddy's got plenty of money.
Broadway's cheap. It's not a $500 night when we go there. Sure.
You got plenty of dough.
Yeah.
Speaking of the is it the Walnut? Her nickname is
the Muskrat. No, the mouse. Little mouse.
Mouse. Yeah.
Little mouse.
Speaking of the chameleon, I was inclined to talk about this today when I saw this. There was a scrum last night on Levittown Mom's Facebook page.
Ooh, that's why you didn't come to the party.
Yeah. I was gonna go. Like, I gotta get involved with that.
Levittown
So basically, very innocently, the person who runs the page, a very nice lady who I'm friendly with, named Barbara Ann, very innocently put up a post. Barbarino, that's right. Yeah. She put up a post about asking who's selling Girl Scout cookies because it's the season, and she wanted to know. And so I saw the post, and then I guess I went back to it a little bit later because I'd gotten a text. Someone texted me like, you better go check out Levittown Mom's page. And it turns out that there was women from different troops arguing about, and I think some of the posts could have been deleted by the time I got there. But the crux of the story was that I guess people felt there was some resentment that there were certain people that were posting that they were going to get cookies sold, and the other troops wanted to sell the cookies. And it made me think that I have my own podcast with sometimes as many as multiple thousands of followers. Yeah. And I have a I have a Girl Scout right in the family here. Mike Keegan's quasi stepdaughter, the
right.
Nutmeg, and she is selling Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah. Don't go into the Levittown mom's trash.
Yeah, so no, they're lovely, but
they're
just saying,
lovely people. But you know what? You don't want to get involved with these people. They're nuts.
they're lovely.
All you
people.
gotta do is send me a little quick message, and I'll get those cookies to you. I think she's selling them. I don't know. She's in like this weird troupe where they meet like once every 3 months now.
Oh, that's Mensa, I think.
Exactly. But like, I asked her if they're selling Girl Scout cookies. She's like, no. But they have to be. I mean, that's their thing. Like that's.
Listen. All I'm saying is, if you want cookies, message me and Mike. We'll get them. Either if the Nutmeg can't get them for you, we're gonna get them for you our own way.
Because she's in a troupe, so they can get.
She's
them.
in a troupe. Okay.
If you want them. Don't trouble yourself with getting into fights with other moms in Levittown.
No.
Reach out to us. Me and Mark.
We'll take care of it.
Me and Mark are your Girl Scout.
We are the Girl Scouts. That's right. If
we're
you
all the Girl
remember,
Scout you need.
I think our first episode was our first or second episode that we ever had back in the good old days when the show was run well by Sally.
Sally,
oh
my God.
Did I have? Oh my God, Sally. Did we? I had like put boxes of Girl Scouts on right in front here.
Yeah, I think we sold like 12,000.
We sold 12,000 boxes, and she got a trip to go to the petting zoo in Holtzville out of that. So that was good.
Tony got her half price at White Post Farms.
That's right, White Post Farms. So
turn your mics off.
So if you want cookies,
reach out to us.
Hopefully no one is too upset about what they witnessed on Levittown Moms last night. But we can take care of the cookies. We can take care of it. I had a really lovely. I guess it's a love. I don't know how to describe this weirdness anymore that happens to me. Do you remember? Was it last week or 2 weeks ago that I talked about neck tat? Remember
Neck Tat guy? Yeah. That was the last episode. That was our last episode.
Did we speak with when your boy was here, or was it the week before?
No, you know what? It was the week before. Eric was here last week. The week before.
So for those who didn't follow along, I was at Carvel one night. I saw this guy and his family, his two little kids and his wife. They were at Carvel, and then I saw him again at King Cullen, like this next day, and I saw him one time after that, and we actually addressed it. I was calling him Neck Tat because he was easy on the eye fella, happened to have a neck tattoo.
Yeah.
So fast forward, it's this weekend, and I see on my calendar that my little baby across the street, Nino.
That's
little
Nino
Galino. Yeah, so he's got a basketball game over at Law Enforcement Way over in Garden City, which is really one police plaza of Nassau County, I guess. Yeah. I've never been there before, but it's an immense facility where
it's unbelievable. I've been there.
I've never been there, and I got there and I couldn't believe it, and I see Nino and all the fans are there, and I look over on the bench and the coach is neck tat.
No way.
Nino's coach is neck tat. So Nino's coach is neck tat.
Oh my God.
So the guy must have a little boy that's Nino's age, okay? And so ultimately,
so you were joking around like the guy's following you around and you're following him.
Yeah.
And now the story's continued. You run into this guy again. You gotta ask him on a date.
So hold on a second. So the game ends, and Nino, who is he's just the greatest little boy, and there's a group of 12 people that are there for him. So it's me, his grandparent, just everyone's there, and so John, Nino's dad, his other dad, I'm kind of like a dad too. He starts introducing everyone of the Nino fan crew to Neck Tat, and that Neck Tat looks over. He goes, "I know this guy." He's like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like,
"Mark, how do you know somebody with a neck tattoo?"
So of course I can't just play it cool though, I can't just be like, "Dude, this is crazy." You know what I mean?
Herschy and the Keegs show.
So I'm like, "Dude, I was talking about you on my podcast last week."
No way.
And then when it was over and I'm walking out, I'm like, "That might have been a bit much."
That was way over the
I
line.
don't think it needed to go like that.
Dude, you made it so weird for him.
I don't think
because he's probably like, why is this guy talking about me on his podcast?
Right, like it's
why does this little Jewish
Nebbish
guy
Jew,
Nebbish Jew have a podcast?
because
first of all,
the truth
and
is,
why is he talking about me?
Well, that's the thing. Like, he doesn't know that I'm a comedian. He doesn't know that I'm potentially a jokester.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He thinks you're sitting in your basement by
Right.
yourself with 2 people listening, which isn't far off.
Yeah.
But
Our numbers have been going up, by
our
the way.
numbers
people,
have been
by-
going up.
by a
You
lot.
Check out
Thousands, yeah.
Thousands this week. We had
Yeah.
over 15,000 views this
That's
week,
right.
I think.
Yeah.
So.
But you're
But-
right. I never gave him the context of what I was talking about.
You got so excited.
Yeah, so it could just be like I'm talking about handsome neck-tatted men.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
he doesn't know
Like,
that I'm.
what could he have possibly said about me?
Right.
Like, he was probably up all night thinking, like, what?
I don't know if
what
he
did this guy
was,
say
but,
about me? Why would he talk about me? Why does he have a podcast?
Why
what is a
couldn't it
podcast?
just be? Why couldn't it just be a funny moment where I was like, "Dude,
Hey,
yo, Nino, that's
hey,
my."
what are you following me around, buddy?
Hey, you're following.
But no, you have to take it to the next level,
Right.
make it weird and awkward.
Right. What are you coaching my? This is like practically like my nephew. This kid. Like, are you coaching him? No, I'm like, you were on my podcast last week. What a fucking jerk off I am.
Oh my god, what a weird.
Yeah, he's a cool. Let me tell you, great guy, great coach.
Of course, he's a great guy
yeah.
because he didn't punch you in the throat. When
Right.
he said you were just talking about him on your
Right.
podcast.
Yeah, I think at some point, as I was saying the podcast, I kind of felt like I was getting ushered away by I don't know
Yeah.
one of the other 10 Galena family
Suzanne's
members.
ushering you away.
But Sue wasn't there. That was one of the
Okay.
reasons why I went. Sue was out of town. Her daughter was in a big competition for cheer in like
Oh, yeah, I saw
Illinois
that. Yep.
or Arizona or something, Indianapolis, I think. So part of the reason was like, I need to give Nino a little extra support. Mommy's not there.
But as it's one of those things, also I'm assuming like as you're talking, like stop, Mark, stop, and then you were just too committed.
Well, so that happens to me a lot. That where I'm halfway there and
just
I'm
said pod. Don't finish the word. Don't say cast.
Yeah. So I don't know. Sue actually has to send me the remainder of the schedule so I can be even more mortified and embarrassed. Which
Is
I'll
that
go.
Carl, or is that just another?
I think that was Carl.
Was it Carl?
I'm not really sure. I don't know what's going on here. If there's if there
it was either Carl or the genie from Aladdin.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I
Sue,
heard
as you predicted, Sue did comment about your glasses.
Sue did. Oh, I'm surprised she's watching
Sue
live.
hates when you wear
Yeah,
glasses.
she wrote, "What are those glasses?"
Oh, I'm glad you like them. Well, just
You're
so you
in
know,
a,
Miss Suzanne, when I came in and I put them on, and I said to the guys that I'm almost at a point now where I'm purchasing more glasses that I think are going to enrage people like Sue and Kleinman, Pig Vomit.
You walk in here like you're part of the British invasion.
That's right, exactly. But I like that you like
you're
the glasses.
I do like the glasses.
Yeah, you like them.
But I can see how like somebody would think like you're like a mod rock star. Like
I don't know what I am. I just know that I
Roger
saw
Daltrey.
these. I saw these on a TikTok video, and I'm like, I'm gonna get them for the show.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
gonna get
nice.
them, and I'm gonna take the heat because that's what we do.
Where'd you
here.
get them? You got them off TikTok?
I saw someone had them on TikTok, and they were too expensive in the TikTok shop, so I went on eBay and got them from a Chinese wholesaler out of Flushing. But
Speaking of Chinese, I got a little joke for you.
oh boy, here we go.
It's so cute. No, it's
Yeah.
funny. What did the Chinese? How did the Chinese rabbi extinguish his birthday candles?
Okay, how did the Chinese rabbi extinguish his birthday candles? How?
He brew.
He brew.
He brew.
That's cute.
It is.
It's
right?
harmless.
It is. It's
Yeah.
harmless.
Wow.
A chink and a Jew walking.
No,
into
no,
a
no,
bar-
no, 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 no.
I should have stopped there.
No. Hebrew. That's
Hebrew. How great is that joke?
that's the joke that when we were getting held up in the Chinese restaurant in Brooklyn.
Well, when your parents were and you were
you weren't
obviously
there.
home, you weren't
So
there.
hold on. What was the there was one comment that you sent me on YouTube that someone had seen the story that was hilarious.
Someone just wrote like, and this is like a random person. that
Right,
just
this
came
is not
across the
not a
video.
list, not a regular follower. It's someone who saw it online.
So we were talking about you were younger and you were in a Chinese restaurant and got robbed at gunpoint.
I was
and-
7 years old.
And
Yeah,
we called your mom to confirm, and your mom's like, "No, you weren't there.
you
Mark.
weren't there. You
So
weren't there, Marky.
we put that clip on YouTube, and someone commented, "Yeah, he's wrong. False memory."
Yeah, that's right.
This person who has no idea who you are.
Well, I suppose anything's possible, but I have a vivid remembrance of it,
Yeah.
so I
vivid
don't know.
remembrance.
But remembrance, yeah,
No, that was another quick joke though. That
yeah,
the
that's
Chi-
fine. We have plenty of time.
Chinese guy and a Jewish guy walk into a bar,
Sure.
and they have a couple of drinks, and the Jewish guy punches the Chinese guy right in the face.
Yeah.
And the Chinese guy goes, "What the hell was that about?" Jewish guy goes, "That was for Pearl Harbor." And he goes, I Chinese. I'm not Japanese. That's Japanese." So the Jewish guy goes, Chinese, Japanese, same thing, right? So a few minutes later, after a couple more drinks, the Chinese guy
Sure.
punches the Jewish guy in the face.
Yeah.
The Jewish guy goes, "What was that for?" I don't know. It's kind of,
What that was
There
that
you go.
for,
There you go.
Chen?
What was that for? So
It hurts.
so the Chinese guy goes, "That was for Titanic."
Uh-huh.
And the Jewish guy goes, "That was an iceberg." He goes, "Iceberg, Silverberg, same thing."
Oh, nice. Nice, Mikey.
All right.
And you didn't fuck that up.
I know, right?
Pretty good.
Exactly. Dude, I always mess up.
There was a
street
lot
jokes.
of room for you to mess that up.
I've been practicing since I left here last year.
Yeah, man, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
That was really good. I actually didn't get. So last week we had show for about 20 minutes, and then we had a guest come on. He came on a little bit earlier than I thought he was going to come on, so there was a bunch of stuff that I didn't get to cover that we're gonna. What do they say now? What's circle back? Is that
Yeah,
what
we're going
the
to circle
kids
back.
say?
We're going to circle it back. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna circle it back. So we're gonna circle back.
Do you have the Riz?
Did-
That's a new thing the kids are saying.
What is that?
I don't know, but the kids say it.
Oh.
The Riz. He's got the Riz.
Isn't that charisma?
It's like sway.
Charisma?
You know what? I knew kind of what it was, like
Yeah.
how you're like suave and like charming.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it's short for charisma.
Oh,
And
I don't know. I don't
that's
have
what
any
it is.
Riz,
But
but
the
I-
kids say you got the Riz.
I'm going to circle back to. I think I was trying to finish the story about the old man when I was in the car, and the guy. I scared him because I was sitting in the car
Yeah.
when he came up when I was
Yeah.
waiting to go into the arena to watch the game. So anyway, I go into the game, and then at some point during the break, did I tell this? Did I tell the story about Cotton Eye Joe? Did we get to that point?
Cotton Eye Joe, no.
We
did
didn't
not get to Cotton Eye Joe.
Okay, so basically, this is Binghamton University. It's legit D1 game, so they have kissing things on the scoreboard and like the race cars, and they do all the things that they do at regular games. And at one point during the game, they start playing Cotton Eye Joe, and they pan the camera to different groups of kids.
Yeah.
I definitely told this story somewhere, but I didn't tell it here.
Not
You
here,
sure
no.
about
I'm
that?
positive,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You might
So-
have. We don't really listen. Me and
No, I
Tony.
just want to make sure that because I know that people, want fresh and raw content,
Yeah,
and that's what I spend my day doing.
That's what we give it
So anyway, so they Cotton Eye Joe, and then it's like three kids dancing, and the crowd's like clapping, and then they go to another little kid, and it's clapping, and then at one point they pan the camera to I would say like early 20s something Down syndrome young man, and the crowd erupts. The crowd erupts for his rendition of Cotton Eye Joe, which was number one terrible. First of all, it was fucking terrible, and that's not the. That's
Usually
not
they're good at dancing.
there's no. I'm not stereotyping or anything
No, I
like
know.
that. They are whatever the case may be. Not because of Downs, he just wasn't good at the dance. Yet the crowd reaction was like they all hit lotto.
See, that's garbage. Let the kid earn it.
So I guess my question is this, and this is I'm trying to be sensitive here, but do the parents of that kid, are they getting joy because this kid is just getting special applause due to his affliction, or you know
I
what
guess,
I'm saying?
is he having fun? Was he smiling while he was doing it?
I mean,
Or
I
is
don't-
he like
I
a-
don't-
or
I
is he
don't-
like a puppet on a string?
No, I don't think that I didn't notice him get any more or less excited because the crowd.
Because I guess if you see them having a good time as a parent, you're like, all right, he's having a good time.
So
He's-
here's my take on it, and you guys can, either one of you, and Tony, you're very involved in the special needs world. You have a special needs child.
Correct.
So for me, I'm thinking like, what if the camera pans on my kid, and my kid does a great rendition of Cotton Eye Joe, and my
he
kid
nails
is
it.
living the silent battle of scoliosis, okay?
Yep.
And I want my kid to get,
yeah,
I want
Maxwell's
my kid.
got fibromyalgia, but they don't know.
Yeah, God forbid, exactly.
Yeah.
So, point being, ultimately, I'm just questioning whether It's just. It's fair.
Yeah,
it's reasonable. As a special needs parent, Tony, you don't have to go on too long about it, but if you can touch on my feeling.
in 20 words or less, Tony.
Don't end the show. We only have 41.
E for effort.
Yeah.
E for effort.
Yeah.
They did the best they could.
Yeah.
Quick enough?
But so did Maxwell, though, but he doesn't.
No, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have gotten a bigger reaction if it was a better dance or worse dance. I'm just saying the reaction from the crowd was simply because he was a young man that had Down syndrome.
Yeah,
and I'm saying
it's affirmative
it's
action.
almost like,
I think.
again, as a parent, would you want him to get a better reaction because he did a great dance and not just because he has Downs, or you appreciate that he gets that reaction simply because he has Downs?
Syndrome.
Because the social aspect, you don't know just how much he does, how well he does in life, how many friends he has, if he's accepted in certain situations. So yes, you take the applause and you're happy. And I'm not being judgmental. He probably doesn't know the difference, so he's happy.
Yeah,
he's very happy.
As long as they're happy.
That's it.
Yeah.
I guess my thing was like I didn't.
And from my observation, though, they're always happy.
I mean, I just didn't
I've
notice.
never seen a sad guy with Down syndrome.
I guess that's the thing. It's like I didn't think that there was any sort of noticeable difference between him with the crowd, loud, not loud.
Yeah, exactly. Usually they get a little more jazzed up and they start
Why is
squeaking
everything
and squealing.
Yeah, nothing. No. I have no idea who that is.
It didn't have. I don't answer it either when it doesn't have the name.
Which reminds me, I love how Stacey's texting me during the show to tell me I have a delay at work tomorrow. Which also reminds me, and this is what. Did you either one of you guys happen to see that Coach Tom Izzo from Michigan or Michigan State, is it one of the Michigans? Yeah. His son, who has been on the basketball team at Michigan for the past 5 years, finally scored a basket the other day.
No.
You didn't see this?
No.
So, and he's not special needs.
I was going to say, did the crowd go crazy?
No,
go,
the crowd went fucking ballistic, and not because he's special needs, just because he's terrible at basketball apparently, and it was the first time they let him actually play. You know, they actually let him, play. And meanwhile, if you watch the play, he dribbled and spun, and he threw it up, and the ball went in, and the crowd went fucking ballistic.
Really nice.
Now, I understood that because they all knew it's Tom Izzo's son. Yeah. He's been the manager or whatever. He doesn't get a chance to play. Skinny little white kid.
Yeah.
Definitely not a Division I basketball talent. Yeah. But, nepotism rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So the crowd goes crazy, and he scores. It reminded me, and hopefully you guys had seen this, maybe about 8 or 9 years ago. So I'm talking relevant stuff right now. There was a viral video going out of a kid in upstate New York who was a high school kid who had never let him play before. He didn't have Downs, but he was like he had something
off.
So he was a little off, some sort of brain disorder. I don't know what it was, but he came in off the bench and he was just firing threes, and he fucking nailed like 6 out of 8 of them. Yeah. Okay, and you did see this, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So with every single basket, the high school auditorium went even crazier. Okay, and then 60 Minutes picked it up, and 2020 or whatever the hell it was,
20 minutes,
30 minutes picked it up. And then they interviewed the guy, and he's like, I just put the ball up and I just hit it. And he was like, you ever see it? Yeah. He's like, I just kept on shooting.
I like turtles.
And I vividly remember thinking to myself, this motherfucker came off the bench and hit 6 out of 8 threes. Where the fuck was he for the past 4 years?
Right, exactly.
Like, were they not playing him because he had some sort of a...
Probably. Now the coach looks like an idiot.
I'm just saying, your team definitely wasn't as good as this kid. I don't care what the fuck he had.
Exactly.
If he's walking around with his dick out playing ball, let the kid fucking shoot threes.
This kid's dropping beans in the...
You saw what I'm talking about, right? So I was reminded of that, and I don't know. I just was curious what you guys had thought about that.
Yeah, I think if the kid showed a lot of enthusiasm while he was dancing and getting that big pop from the crowd, then I would. Now I'm just like, now you're punching down.
that's kind of what I felt like. He
This
didn't
is a
go
little condescending
There was
here.
that's exactly what it felt like. A
it's
condescending clap to me.
You're patronizing
and
him.
I was bothered
Yeah.
by it. Like, don't
That
patronize
kid,
the
he
kid.
could have been on the floor flopping around like a fish.
Yeah,
And they
don't
would've-
patronize him. He's fine. He's
exactly,
doing just
yeah,
fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for understanding what I was saying.
He's having fun.
Okay, so
He's eating raw potatoes.
that's
whatever.
right. He was eating whole potatoes without chewing. He was just swallowing them, just one after another, like eggs, but just popping them in.
And Cotton Eye Joe comes on.
Yeah, exactly. So I leave the place, and
Oh my god.
oh my God in heaven, help us, Lord. So I leave the place, and Anna and I had a long ride home, so we stopped at. Have you ever been to a place called Jimmy John's?
I have not in this state though.
So Jimmy John's, Binghamton is several hundred miles
Okay,
upstate,
yeah.
and Jimmy
That's
John's
probably
is
the closest one. I've always been looking for.
It's a sandwich place, okay? And I didn't want to, God forbid it was so easy I could just go to a Subway, but no, I'm going to try Jimmy John's. So Anna and I go into Jimmy John's, and I was expecting something that I didn't wind up getting, basically. So we go into Jimmy John's, and we're ordering sandwiches, and the guy says, "What kind of cheese?" And I'm like, "What do you have?" He's like, "Provolone." So I'm like, "Well, what else do you have?" He goes, "No, we just have provolone." So I said, "Well, is that this location, or is it all Jimmy John's?" He's like, "No, we just have provolone. That's Jimmy John's thing."
They don't have American cheese.
So no, he said, "We don't have we have just provolone." So I said, "Why didn't you say, 'Do you want cheese?' to me then? Why did you say, 'What kind of cheese do you want?'"
Yeah, right.
He's like, "Yeah, I meant like, do you want cheese?" You know what I mean?
What kind of cheese do you want? Some or none?
That's really it.
Exactly.
That's really it. So I order like my usual like turkey, lettuce, whatever, and then I was like, "No, I don't want it toasted because that's the response that you normally give at Subway." He's like, "No, we don't. we don't do that." And I'm like, "All right, well then don't microwave it." He's like, "No, we don't have any items to heat things here." And I said again, is there something going on, like an austerity thing going on at the Vestal, New York, Jimmy John's? He's like, "No, Jimmy John's doesn't have things to heat up. You can't bake, you can't toast, you can't microwave.
Really?
And we only have provolone."
That's ridiculous.
So I said, "Wait a second.
options are limited
I said,
there.
"It's fine." But the menu is vast, by the way. It's a
yeah.
vast menu. But
They don't have like a cheesesteak, like a melted.
So then I look at the menu and it's like this like Southwest chicken and bacon. I'm like, what do you do with the bacon?
Yeah, just cold bacon.
I'm like, why? So essentially you're shipping in cooked bacon, I guess. I would assume. I mean, unless it's just a raw piece of fat bacon on there. It's the weirdest fucking place ever.
Yeah.
So Anna and I, we both get sandwiches and we walk out like, what kind of fucking place is this? Just what a disaster. And the sandwiches were fucking incredible.
I think,
were great
and I
after all
might
that.
be mistaken. There used to be a Jimmy John's in Belmore, and it didn't last very long.
Because people want heat.
People want heat.
Yeah.
But I remember it being a good sandwich. I'm sure you've never seen it. The owner of Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
I think his name is James John or something.
Right.
It's
James Wan, actually.
It was a big controversy a few years back because he killed like a big shark. He was fishing and killed a big shark.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of him naked humping the shark that he killed.
Really?
I just pulled it up. I don't
So
know
he
if,
was shark fucking.
I don't know if Tony could pull it up on the screen, but
wow.
This is him. This is the owner. I just googled Jimmy John shark.
Oh my
That's
God.
the owner, butt naked, humping this.
He's got a
Mako
dick in a shark.
Yeah, he's literally on top
Wow.
of this shark naked.
Now I really love
And
Jimmy
it's funny
John's.
because like the articles, like he denies it.
Yeah.
He denies doing it. That's clearly him
Yeah.
naked on top of this shark.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring the picture up in just a second. But I do remember Jimmy John's having very good sandwiches.
Yeah, I enjoyed
But you
the
just
sandwich.
eating cold bacon and cold chicken.
so,
That's
yeah.
something mental patients.
So
do.
we expected it to be dreadful.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was because it was 9 o'clock when we drove home, but Anna and I eat these sandwiches and we're like, this is unbelievable. It's so good.
yeah, they were.
So,
they are good
It
sandwiches.
was good.
But I'm a big Jersey Mike's guy. I like Jersey Mike's.
We had a Jersey Mike's over here closed in Levittown and closed down.
Did they really?
Yeah.
There's one.
There's at the Fireman Sub.
Oh no, the Firehouse Sub's closed down.
That's closed down.
Jersey Mike's is one in Uniondale. There's one in Belmore. I love Jersey Mike's.
This one right by me in Hicksville.
Yes, yeah, that's right. There's one in Hicksville also.
Did people bashing the glasses? What did Suzanne say? What kind of?
No, I believe that was the only comment.
What did she say?
This is the picture. We got it up of Jimmy John humping a dead mako shark.
I love that.
Just butt naked.
I love him.
You want me to go do some comments?
Well, if it's funny, if it's relevant, if it's
well, Mike's. Hang on, where was it? Mike's mom wants to know if you'll show Juliana's MLK video.
Huh? What was that?
You want to see Juliana's MLK video?
Oh, but my mom probably.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll consider it.
Suzanne said you look like John Lennon with those glasses.
Okay, good.
No, my mom has a great video, Juliana talking about Martin Luther King.
Okay, I like it. I'm sure it's not coming from your house. I'm sure it's
I'll bring it in, but
very legit.
My mom played it for her black mailman at work, and he loves Juliana now because Juliana's like, Martin Luther King was a great man, and he wanted people to love themselves. It's a really good video. It's very cute. I'll bring it in next week.
She doesn't have the beliefs of Daddy and his father.
Suzanne said she just had Jimmy John's in Indiana.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Kleiman, he wrote earlier, is there anyone that Hirsch has not been friends with enough already? Loose Cannon Comics podcast say they live glasses.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Thanks, Lucy. Mikey, so you saw that I posted today. We had a lot of success with the picture that we posted of you a couple of weeks ago, and we asked people to send messages to me, comments and funny things about what you were saying on stage. So then you had the idea of, why don't I post a picture of myself and say, Facebook message Mike Keegan with anything funny. Before we have Tony go ahead and post the picture up. Oh, no, that's okay. You can post it. That's fine. That's fine. Is there anything
big goofy face you got on there?
Is there anything worthwhile that came in comment-wise?
There's some good ones. I got a bunch of comments that came in.
So everyone can look on their screen right now, and they will see a picture of me. That's a picture of Mike up there.
That's a delay.
Oh, okay.
That would be.
There's a picture of me on stage at the Brokerage Comedy Club from a couple of years back.
There he is. Look at that face.
Yeah. So I do not know any of these at all. So I said to Mike, I said, if you get them and you don't want to use them, we can skip the segment. But the ball's in your hands. So go ahead, Mike. You take over.
Yeah, some of the good. My uncle, John Bianco, was the first one to message us.
Well, is it better to read them and then and tell me who it was?
Okay, I'm going to read this and then try to guess who it was.
Okay.
Keegan's right. These gerbils are delicious.
Let's see. That's Will Sharon?
No, that's my Uncle John Bianco.
Oh, Uncle John. Uncle John. Jimmy John.
Jimmy John.
Okay. All right, cool. These gerbils are delicious. That's cute, Uncle Johnny. Okay, great. I like it.
I got one here. Hands down, the dopest dope I've ever smoked.
Hands down, the dopest dope. Okay. That's not bad. Who's that, Steve Spragus?
Nope, but a friend of yours.
Who's that?
Julio Ramos.
Julio Ramos.
Yes, apparently a former classmate from Brooklyn
right.
Avenue,
and
third grade.
And he's a physician, yes.
I didn't even know that you went to school in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you something very interesting. Julio Ramos, Dominican Republic, when we were kids, we went to school together. Mm-hmm. Then he left at one point to go back to the Dominican Republic, and he had pictures of horses, and he gave them to me as his gift, his parting gift to me. I was in love with horses even at 7, and eventually Julio and his family moved back, and they came back to school, and it was a great moment.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah,
wow,
but he's a physician in Pennsylvania now.
Really?
Yeah,
right, I'm gonna have to look him
Dr. Julio Ramos. Good one, Dr. Julio. I love that. Thanks for watching, buddy.
I got one here. My name is Mark, and I'm not just the president of the voted most adorable in high school society. I'm also a client.
If I had to guess, I would take a random guess and say that was from Erica Kerr.
It was not. That was our buddy Will Sharon.
Oh, okay.
That's Will Sharon.
Okay. Good, William.
This one's a little mean.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I'm here to talk to you today at Belmont to let you know you're not the only ones who get confused to being a jockey.
Okay, so that's a height joke
thing,
because I'm short.
I guess your height.
Yeah, so I'm saying
vertically
that.
challenged.
Yeah, so that was from who?
That was also Will Sharon.
Will Sharon.
I've never heard the guy say a mean thing about anybody in my
No,
life.
yeah,
That's
we're gonna
probably the
cut
meanest.
Will at 2. Okay, what do we got? Non-Will Sharon. Excellent job so far, William. By the way, excellent.
I got one here. Actually, I sent Tony a picture. I don't know if you wouldn't mind bringing that up, but there was a picture that was included in this one.
Okay.
And it was. Once the picture comes up, I'll let you know.
It's up.
Oh, it's up there. Okay.
We're on a California delay. It'll be up by
They
Thursday.
said, "Oh, look how cute! He brought his little hand prop to hold the mic." Because your hand does look tiny in that picture.
That's cute.
That was like a deep dive too.
That's a deep dive.
Yeah.
Who did that?
That was Keith Dunn.
Keith Dunn. Okay,
Yep.
my buddy from Valley Stream.
Yep, Keith
Excellent.
Dunn,
That's
of
a
Valley
good
Stream
one.
People.
Now he came up with that picture.
Yeah, he sent me the picture. Like
Son of a
did
bitch.
he did a lot of legwork.
That's more work than you
That
ever
was a
fucking
lot
do for the
of
show.
leg- I know, right? Exactly.
Holy shit.
I got a good one here. Same person. First one was good. The second one I thought was great.
Okay, good.
But-
right?
But what's Mark thinking? Man, I could be at the deli counter of King Cullen getting food poisoning. I mean, free slice of turkey right now,
Okay.
which is good. But
Yeah.
this one was great.
Yeah, good. You want to put the other picture back down, Tone? It is back? Okay, good. Sorry. We can't tell from the delay. Sorry. Go ahead, Mikey.
I know I have this gig, but I can't stop thinking about Premislav fixed sausage.
Yes! Yes! I love this. It's all
That's
about
a
me.
great one.
Oh, my God. I love me.
That's a callback to when we talk about Pizza Fizza.
That's a really,
the
really good
condemned
callback.
Child molester pizzeria up in...
For someone to remember Przemysław Fick's name.
Yep, and spell it perfectly.
Yeah,
perfectly
that's
correct.
I don't have the faintest idea who that is.
That was Steven Lenzo.
Lenzovich.
Yeah,
Okay,
Lenzovich.
good. Good
So,
job,
yeah.
Lenzo.
And
Really good, buddy.
And I'll do one last one.
Yeah.
It was because we talked about Pizza Fizza.
Yep.
And it just says, "Read my lips, no new Pizza Fizza."
Not bad. Not bad. A little political time of the
Exactly,
year.
Political time.
It's
Call
caucus
back
time of year.
Pizza.
Who
That's
was-
once again our buddy Will Sharon.
Well, good job,
Love
William.
Will Sharon.
All right, well,
Again,
no, of
somebody
course.
that does more work for this show than I do.
You know what? That's not bad. That's not a bad job whatsoever. And did you cut anything that was awful, horrendous, mean?
I did not cut anything. Nothing was mean.
Okay,
Like,
good.
People like, kind of like you, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Will kind of went in on the short thing a little bit too.
He did. He definitely did.
He did. He went. I'm Mark Hirschman, and I also drive with a booster seat.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
And another comment about how little your hand looks in that picture was
Yeah.
also Will. I'm here to prove to you that the size of a man's fist is not equal to the size of a man's heart.
Ah, that's
'Cause you're-
nice.
'cause you're a good boy with a little fist.
Let's end the whole production of this whole show on that. I don't mean this show. I mean the whole
The
series
entire show, exactly.
over
yeah,
with.
yeah.
Well, that's nice. Will, what happened was Will started sending me them today, and I was like, God damn it! And he's not the only one, by the way. There's other people, and I'm like, read the goddamn
Yeah, yeah.
instructions.
Gotcha.
Apparently, Will had some COVID-related issues last week, so he was blaming his ineptitude as far as not reading the directions on long COVID. He called it.
Fog brain
Yeah,
fog.
but I said long COVID, like 6-8 months. He's like, no, I had it last Thursday. So I'm like, so you just have COVID, basically. You don't have long COVID.
It's
Yeah,
medium length COVID.
yeah. So good job, Will. Good job, everybody else who chimed in. We do appreciate it. And
I have COVID right now.
huh?
I have COVID right now.
You definitely do.
Yeah, I always do.
Do you,
No, I don't. I feel great actually.
You know, you have your eyes are a little bit slit in the snowish though today. I
Are
don't
they
know.
really? I think
Yeah.
I was tired. I got home late from the governor's
The
Christmas party last night.
Tony
so-
looks like a little sniffly also, so I'm right in the middle of you two.
No,
you
no.
two fuckers. No, you're fine. You're very good. So Max had basketball this weekend, and you know, I don't. This was I don't know how to possibly address this in a way that's proper, but so basically it was Max's team versus another team. It was there was plenty of parents in the stands, and it was 10 white kids versus another 10 white kids, and at one point, one of the kids shot up a shot, and it got stuck in between the rim and the glass. And
so they had to get a black kid to get it out.
So the only person in the whole arena that's black is the referee, and of course everyone's like, and I'm like, come on, fucking people.
Oh man!
But meanwhile, this guy went up fucking head, and he jumped like he was fucking Wembayana, and he put that
jumped
shit
from
down.
The top of the key.
He put that. It's like he knocked it down. I'm like, come on, people, that's so hack.
It's very hack for the people, but he's also like, all right, this is my moment.
Yeah, exactly. It was so goddamn.
This is my moment. I'm going to show you crackers.
Yeah, it was so fucking hack, but. So they got the ball down. Actually, I did want to tell you.
That's like if somebody dropped a quarter and they look at you to go find it.
Right. Well, I would be somewhere else looking for the nickels and dimes at the time. But I don't know if I told you, but I still randomly get like people are a little bit obsessed with the Mike Keegan homosexuality thing still, and it sometimes happens even when we're not even talking about the subject. Someone sent me this text, and I'll say who it is afterwards, but all the text said was Keegan. That was all it said, and then next to it was a meme or a GIF or whatever you want to call it. So it said Keegan, and then the quote was having gay sex in public and shaking my head the whole time so everyone knows that I'm straight.
That's pretty accurate.
Just Keegan. And then that was from our show contributor and previous guest, one of our better guests, by the way, Amanda Gaynor.
Amanda, she's the best.
Yeah, Amanda Gaynor.
You really got to get her in here like every episode.
Yeah, and if we do, it's going to be in lieu of you, so you don't want that. So
that is funny.
Yeah, so that was. I just think it's funny though that people just feel that like that there's something now. So I didn't go to the party last night, and then I had texted Tony this morning or this afternoon. I said, "How was everything at the party? How was Keegan?" And Tony writes back, and it wasn't even a joke because I know how Mike gets at these events where he gets a couple of drinks in him. I said, "How was everything?" And he wrote, "Mike kept on trying to kiss me on the mouth."
As soon as I saw Mike, he didn't even say anything. He just comes walking over.
Oh, yeah.
Grabbed my head, and I literally had to turn because he was going for the mouth.
I was very excited to see it.
Yeah, that's true. Now, obviously, I know that the people who were Monty had communicated with me, Haft, Walker. Did anybody ask for me at the party whatsoever?
No.
So,
some people I think assumed you were there. I think a couple people like, "Where's Mark?"
Yeah,
you know what?
I think that
but everybody knows that you hate these things.
Man, it's just it would have been a rough sell. I mean, I've been in the car all day to Binghamton, and stuff like that. And
because last year you showed up for 5 minutes and then
I ducked.
Out.
Yeah, and I do appreciate it, and I appreciate Jimmy and Joe Carletto and Andrea. I love the gang here. I love performing here, but maybe I have some social awkwardness in a situation like that.
I think you do. You're only comfortable in a room with between two men.
Two men. I'm like a two-men sandwich. I'm like that guy fucking a mako shark. Yeah, that's true. But I don't think that I ever got a chance to ask you guys how did that you guys had you work for Tony with the Magical Mystery Tour.
I did, yes.
Can we talk a little bit about that, Tony? And
we didn't get to talk about that last week. We meant to. So I did. I performed in Tony's Murder Mystery.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. It's a team building thing for a Mommy and Me group.
So this was really a unique thing. This wasn't your typical type of situation, right, Tony?
It was not. We do custom work sometimes, and that's what this was.
Yeah.
So So I asked Mike to be a part of it.
Yep, and I played myself.
Yeah.
As a comedian. Do 20 minutes of comedy in front of 10, 18-year-old girls because that's my audience.
Well, they weren't. How old were they?
They were literally probably in their early 20s.
They were probably around there. Yeah.
How are
my
they mommy and me
demographic
candidates then? How are
I'm
they-
sorry, what'd you say?
He said they were mommy and me things, like they were moms.
No, just the me's. Like
It was,
the
it was a company that runs Mommy.
the
and
girls
Me's.
that work there. So they hire
Yeah.
young girls to run the.
I thought it was the actual moms.
It wasn't the moms. No.
Oh God, these
If it was
girls must have been fucking miserable.
If it was 18-year-old moms, that would be kind of hot. But like,
They were probably
There were
really
some
uncomfortable and awkward. These girls.
oh my god, with some of my jokes and like,
Yeah.
doing like a rape joke to like an 18-year-old girl.
I was dying, by the way, at those moments. And every once in a while, you'd see Mike kind of looking back. At it,
Yeah,
like,
but a couple times I caught myself where I was gonna say something that I shouldn't say in
Did they
front of.
like it though? Did they get a kick out of it?
Actually, they did.
Yeah?
Yeah, they loved it.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. We had a good time, and Mike was fantastic. He did his. We let you go for almost 25 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he was, he had to stay in the show. He was one of the characters. He was one of the suspects of the murder.
Right. Of course.
And he was ad-libbing through it with Bosey, and
That's fun.
and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It
He
was
did
a lot of
super
fun.
job.
I'm glad they enjoyed it because I wasn't sure which way it was going. Because like
Yeah,
there
we
were
took
some
a
jokes
while,
where
yeah.
I caught myself. I'm like, I can't say this in front of 18-year-old girls. But
Right.
then I started doing my rape joke.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm already too committed into this joke. I gotta finish it. And I'm just like, oh god,
So you feel that this actually
It's a cute
served-
rape joke.
it is adorable as far as they go, but you found that did they bond? Were they bonding?
They did. You could tell that they were closer at the end of the show
They
to each
were-
other because
so
they were
everyone
because they were
bonds
all
over-
terrified of being Jeff
Right.
Bosey and
Right.
It was like Stockholm.
The rape comic and the guy in the dress. Yeah. They were like, let's just hold each other and go home
They
together.
went home to their parents like, "How was your night, honey?" There was a man in a dress and somebody yelling rape at me and a one-legged man. It was
Jeez, oh
it
my
was
God,
terrifying.
that's a fucking nightmare. That's a goddamn nightmare. Bosey in a dress, Tony walking around with a peg, and you telling rape jokes, all hopped up on sake from the Japanese food place you just came from. Holy Jesus!
It was so much fun though. I would love to do it again. That was really cool.
Is this the kind of thing that'll happen again, Tone? Well, that type of situation where, or this is a different show that you wrote, so it might not happen in this.
I wrote it
particular way.
specifically for this event, but
Yeah.
but once I do that, I hold on to them in case somebody asks for something similar. So I would love it if we did it again, or do one of our regular murder mysteries. And
Yeah, I was pretty juiced up to do the regular.
Yeah.
because I was going to play a character. I was going to play a gay guy.
Yeah, right. That's a
Which
real
I was pretty
acting
excited
gig.
about.
Yeah,
Method acting.
I gotcha. Okay. So you had a good time with that, so that's good. You helped these people rise up and lift up.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I actually had an episode this weekend where I saw someone. I don't want to say hold someone down, but I felt very badly about this. So I would say that when I go to the barbershop where I go, and it's just mostly Russian Jews, and they don't have great
Tell them to
social.
slow down.
Yeah. What?
Russian Jews.
Just don't speed through that haircut.
Yeah, slow down, Jew.
Look how terrible it is. Cut it out, Hebe. Russian, as in the country, USSR or whatever they call it, whatever Bruce Springsteen calls it in the song. So, in the guy next to me, the guy next to me he's got to be 106 getting his hair cut, and he was brought there by his I guess aide, you want to say, or whatever, not aides, that's what you have, by his helper, So the guy,
Your haircut, just a bunch of Jews with AIDS.
yeah. So this old Jew with AIDS getting his hair cut. No, so this old guy's getting his hair cut. The Russian guy's cutting his hair. The guy's probably in his 60s, whatever. And the woman is, she's probably very matronly looking woman who's probably in her late 50s or so. And the barber starts making small talk with her, And you can tell that she just wasn't into it. And he's like, oh, you ever come here with your husband? And she's like, no, I don't have a husband. And then he's like, hey, what about your boyfriend? You're so pretty.
Oh my God,
And then
that old.
And then she's like, nah, I don't have a boyfriend. But what, you divorced? You got plenty of kids. Nah, I don't have any kids.
First of all, the poor lady, but now like,
by the time this poor fucking bitch walked out of the place, she probably was just void of any self-worth.
But you're sure you have one now? No, I'm sorry, I'm infertile. I'm barren.
I'm barren.
I had a hysterectomy 3 years ago.
Right. They took my uterus out when I was 21. I just think like have some fucking couth.
I know,
but
exactly.
when you sometimes I guess I don't think it has to do with coming from another country, but he didn't seem to take the cues.
You don't get it, yeah.
Take the cues that she wasn't
comfortable with the.
She wasn't doing overly well in life, this woman. Like you could tell she's taking care of this old guy. It just she kind of dressed like she woke up in the dark, and I was like, God, this is fucking.
But you do good. You have plenty of money, I'm sure, right? You have plenty.
No, I'm food stamps.
You drive a nice car? No, I can't afford a car.
No, I Ubered here actually, and
exactly.
I use his car. It's an 87 Pinto that I take, hoping that he dies so I can steal it and. Yeah. So that was I was reminded of that. Something about the uplifting raping thing made me uplift that.
Yeah, they don't get it. Some of these
they don't get
foreigners.
It. They don't get it. But I did have we'll end. We're almost at the end here. What time is it? It's already look at that.
10 to 10.
Barbie doll called me yesterday. And,
star of the show last week, by the way, 6,000 views on YouTube.
Barbie doll slayed it with her tall tale of that I wasn't there at the Chinese food thing, but I was there anyway. She said that something with her door needed to be WD-40, whatever it was. So I leave work and I get the WD-40 and I take care. I'm going to take care of her door.
I can't picture you doing something handy.
Well,
like
WD-40
that.
isn't really doing much, honestly.
Still, it's like you went out, you got the right thing. I'm going to take care of this.
I don't know if I got the right thing. It's probably the fucking thing's going to fall apart. But anyway, I pull into the parking lot and I see a beautiful, fluffy, pink stocking cap, like a hat with a pink pom-pom. And my first thought is that someone obviously dropped this, and if I don't get it, it's going to get run over and it's going to be totally ruined. So my idea was to pick it up and take it, and there's like hedges like in front of all the different condos where my mother lives. So I was gonna pick it up, park my car, pick it up, put it on top of the hedge so that if someone is out looking for it, they find it. I don't even get my hand on it where a door blasts open and a little lady whose hair was dyed a shade of red that hasn't been legit since like 1953, and she's probably about the size of like a real old-fashioned dwarf or whatever, like the real little ones. You know what I mean? She's like a foot and a half tall.
Oh, I love those. And
she's like, no, you can't throw her against Velcro. That's not what I'm talking about. But she starts screaming, "My hat! That's my hat!" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like I wasn't gonna take it.
You were gonna take
I don't know what
pink hat.
And then she's like, "I'm sorry. I love that hat." I'm like, I wasn't gonna take it. I was just gonna give it to you or put it on the hedge.
Yeah.
So she came out and it was snowing and sleeting.
Did you put it on her?
No, I just covered her whole body with it. You just put it like cousin it. Just covered her whole thing.
Go to sleep now.
Yeah, that's it. And I smothered her and then I put her in the thing, and that was it.
Oh my God!
It was so funny that I felt like if I had some video footage of this, I could have hit it.
You like every day is like an adventure with you. You're like Larry David.
I think we should have like a drop, like some sort of drop that's like Mark Hirschman's stupid ass stories, something like that. What do you think, Tone?
Isn't that the whole show?
Exactly. Yeah. That was really good.
Why your eyes do look like, I mean, as it is, you have little beady mouse eyes to begin with, but so I don't mean that in a negative way.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, is it an allergy thing?
No, I don't think so. I took a nap. I took a nap before I came here, so I'm probably still a little groggy.
Okay. All right. That was 4 hours ago.
Hungover.
I didn't even drink that much last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you tend to get very, very like a little girl walking around all.
Well, I don't have much of a tolerance for alcohol anyway.
Okay.
Anymore.
Okay.
But
all right.
But I did not drink that much. I was more of a social butterfly last night.
Was there anyone that was? We've seen some really sloshed up people.
Oh my God! I remember one year I walk in at like the beginning of the party too.
Downey. Yeah, man.
And literally Downey's being carried out of Governor. I'm like, the party just started.
Honestly, that's the best thing about Downey is that he owns shit like that.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
you don't hide from it.
No, absolutely.
Like he's
Austin Powers.
He totally just owned that. He came early and he drank. And this is not a man who doesn't normally drink.
Yeah.
So the fact that he was all hopped up like that,
exactly,
and being carried out by like before the fucking chicken parmesan got put out was impressive.
Exactly.
But he totally owned that shit.
That's Downey there.
But
and I've seen people at the parties, but this was kind of rather tame this year.
Tame?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it? Would you say it's gotten crowded in years past? Was it?
It was crowded. It was crowded. I think maybe last year there might have been more people, but it was still pretty crowded. Exactly.
Yeah.
It was still pretty crowded, but it was nice. Young James Dolce was here. It's
I
good
haven't
to
seen him in a while. Look at that.
Dom Dolce was here. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
So it was like the old days hanging at the club when like when little James and Dom were working here and stuff, and it was nice. It was just nice to catch up.
The
with
good old
like
days.
Yeah, the good old days.
Really
I
good.
Like to call them.
Really good. Okay, good. Very good. All right, boys. Well, we've as usual rifled through an hour of time.
I can't believe it.
What this weekend? Do we have anything coming up at all? What do you have going on, Mikey boy?
This weekend I got I'm gonna be at the Smithtown Fire Department. I think on Saturday.
My God.
Telling a few little joke stories. Let me
Good.
see if I have anything else I want these people to come check out.
Yeah.
And Friday night I'll be in the city. I'll be in Manhattan at a place called Three Monkeys.
Oh, I'm not even. Let's move along. Go ahead.
I'm not going to make any.
Let's move along.
An 8:30 and a 10:30 show at Three Monkeys in Manhattan.
That's it. That's it. Next, what else?
That's it for this weekend, really. And then next month, February, I have some stuff coming up. February 3rd, 10th. I'll be here in the Giggle Room, so those tickets are on sale.
Really good.
On govs.com.
Okay, that's excellent. Very good. Anthony, what do you have coming up, sir? Do you want us to pitch anything for you? Because I know we've got a couple people to come to your show before.
You have, and I appreciate it very much.
Yeah.
February 4th in the Giggle Room, I'll be hosting a show with Laura Patton, and Fudge is headlining. And I'll be hosting. Looking forward to that.
No. Cut his mic. Cut this fuck's mic.
He didn't say a word. He didn't say a word.
Mic. Don't even do that.
No, that's a great show. Fudge is one of my favorite people. He was on.
Yeah,
you
he's
ever see that
great.
show Crashing?
Yeah.
HBO, he
Yes.
was on that.
Yeah,
one of
Crashing
the
was
funniest
great.
comics. I've known him a long time. So
Yeah.
go check out that show. February 4th, me and Mark might be together here.
You know what?
Mark's. I think he's tinkering around
I
with.
totally
comedy.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
So basically, I can tell the story. So you guys remember when we had drawings with Trent? What is it? Drawings
Drawings by Trent.
Drawings by Trent, the family. We had Trent, the autistic young man who draws incredibly. We had his mom on, his dad, his sister Tristan, and obviously that was probably our most watched. And to this day, it still gets lots of watches. I know on Facebook it had like 15,000 views. Some of the YouTube shorts have gotten a lot of stuff. I'm gonna reach over and punch you in the face. Stop, Mike. You're still on the fudge thing. So anyway, I have remained in touch with the family, Andrea and Corey, the mom and dad, and Tristan, the sister, and her husband are coming in February to stay with some friends in Brooklyn, and they wanted to see me and Mike perform together. Well, considering that I perform they just wanted to see us fuck Mako shots together. So it doesn't happen that often, mostly because I don't perform that much anymore. But there's the fundraiser here Sunday, the 4th of February.
In the main room here, Governor.
In the main room, it's a baseball fundraiser for one of your family friends or something.
It's a fundraiser for my cousin John's son's baseball team.
Okay.
All
right. So there's a chance that if anyone who did not see the last show of me, Mikey, Tony, me and Mike might be on the show together Sunday the 4th.
Yeah.
It's an early
Tristan's
show.
Gonna come out, give her a little treat.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's Sunday the 4th at Governor's. Do me a favor. If anyone's watching and they'd like to come to that show, it'll probably help me decide if I'm going to perform or not, if I know some people are coming. So, and maybe we'll have them buy tickets directly through
you can buy them
the
right from my
fundraiser.
cousin.
Yeah, exactly. So send me a message, let me know, and we'll talk about that.
And can I grab you guys and bring you into the giggle room too?
Please grab me.
Oh, wait, that's Sunday night?
It's the same night that I'm hosting in the giggle room. It's the same night.
Grab me and make me giggle.
That's the show with Ziegler that he just posted, or that's the
No.
night?
That's Tony's show with Fudge is on the 4th. In the giggle room.
Did you right?
And
exactly.
that's that same night.
All right. You know what?
In the main room.
Yeah. All right. Well, so if I'll probably do it. Oh God. You see how excited I am to perform. But you know what? If it's doing a spot for Tony,
we'll do a spot for Tony. So, guys,
Yeah.
if you get tickets for Tony's show, you'll get to see all three of us on the same show.
Yeah,
also.
that's true. That's really true. Okay, folks. We definitely the most important thing, aside from sharing our show, we're starting to get a little bit of a YouTube presence on the Herschy and Keegs YouTube. Obviously, the episodes are always up on govscomedypodcast.com. Mikey has our episode. We're still waiting. You're going to put up today's episode and last week's on the Herschy and Keegs one
in my Dropbox
as well. Oh, Tony's going to Dropbox the one from tonight. Okay. Yep. So please follow along there. And, just keep on watching, keep on laughing. We appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you very much.
Yeah, have a great week.